Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Big Blue Unfiltered Podcast, talking New York Giants football and the NFL. Here now is Ian Campbell, Brian Gallagher Jr., and Greg Rommel.
All right, so we are here officially for our first regular season episode.
It's time. I am so ready.
It's time for Giants football, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
We've been doing this for a couple months now, and we finally got here.
We finally have stuff to talk about.
Real stuff. Other than the draft and free agency, we have some real football going on.
Nonsense. We put it.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us for the long summer. We're going to burn through a couple things this episode, so make sure you stay tuned in because we're going to have some gambling numbers today. You know, we're not giving gambling advice. We're telling you what we're betting, and we're not ever.
We're not good.
No, we're bad.
We are all terrible gamblers.
We are terrible gamblers. We should stop gambling. Do not take our advice, but we're going to tell you what we're doing anyway.
But I got real good on Sunday.
Yeah, once a week. That's all. All you need to do is hit one a week. Then we're gonna, do our around the league, talk about some Rodgers, Jihad Ward stuff that went on. Yeah. I have some words to say about that. We're obviously gonna preview Game 1, Week 1.
Oh yeah,
Giants Cowboys Sunday Night Football. Give our predictions. Give you kind of a same game parlay in a way. We have some odds here Connor put together for us on the players on both teams. Yep, we're going to do our fantasy that we did in the preseason episodes. We're going to pick 3 flex players. We realized that in preseason it's much easier to pick a running back each because
the roster's
4
of them play.
Because 8 running backs play. So we're going to just do 3 players each. And then we're going to give you our pick'ems for 1 game in each time slot this week. So, what did we think about the Giants in the preseason this year? What are our overall thoughts?
The second team's all right, but the third team is garbage.
Yes, the third team is hot garbage.
Confirmed.
We have no backup tackles. We are absolutely fucked if one of those 2 guys
Yeah,
goes down.
Pert's our swing tackle
Didn't the Giants just get Tyree Jackson?
He's a quarterback. Well, quarterback turned like receiver or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's the tight end quarterback guy, right?
Yeah, you're confusing him with Tyree Phillips, who was already on the team and isn't good. Yeah, we desperately need a backup tackle.
Yeah,
well,
we're in
who
trouble
knows?
there.
Maybe that cap space that Shane cleared with the Jones restructure, which kind of can roll right into our around the league.
Yep.
So we're not going to play the music today because we've gotten some feedback that's very loud. So, but the Jones restructure, I like it a lot. Teams tend to like to go into the league with around $10 million in space, and we freed up about 6 after already having 4. So now we're at 10.
Is that the quickest restructure of all time of a contract?
Yeah, he signed it in what, March?
March.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple months
They're
later.
already
Hey,
let's
take a cut.
restructure. Yeah.
Now, are we talking Mike Evans?
Could be. I mean,
I would love Mike Evans on this team.
yeah.
I would love him. I know he wants a huge contract, and he doesn't necessarily fit our receiver profile that we're going for, which is that young, fast, athletic receiver.
Also, too, I heard he got a little bit closer with the Bucs today.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah,
I
so he
think the
made some
Bucs want to
headway.
make him a lifer.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think he wants to be there.
Yeah.
to
Especially
Connor's
if they're
point.
in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
They could be good again in a heartbeat if they get Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I watched him play this past weekend, and he's just so much better than
he's
everyone
so
else.
much better. Yeah.
Jake Hayner, my least favorite player.
Yes.
Caught for PEDs. Do we know what kind of PEDs those were?
To be honest, I didn't
It just
even
came out
read
like
the
an hour or
article.
so ago.
I just saw the headline and I
unconfirmed.
laughed, and I knew immediately Ian would be like, "Ha ha!"
Yeah.
Just laughing.
Yeah, that's the guy who took all those stupid pictures, right? In the media, when they had those media days and stuff, he was the kind of guy who tried to be like funny. with everything?
He might have. All I know is
I think
that
you're
right.
right.
Yeah, he tried to take those pictures like he was in that modeling movie with Ben Stiller.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah, that was him. He tried to act like, it was just corny.
All I know is that
fourth
we
string.
were waiting for Brian to show up one day to do an episode. Greg and I were watching the combine, and the quarterbacks were throwing, and Jake Hayner may have been the worst
By
quarterback
far.
I've ever seen at the combine.
And they were like gassing him up before he went
Yeah.
to go throw.
The
too.
dude had like a noodle arm and was hitting
Like, this
nobody.
guy's-
Well,
Sucks.
another guy in that same combine, Tyson Bagent. I don't know if you guys touched
Yeah,
on
he
it
won
last
the
week.
Bears backup
yes.
job. I thought about
You
taking
guys
him.
heard it here first.
Yeah.
We
We
knew
love
this
that
We
guy.
were on
knew
him
that kid was
first.
gonna be
We
good.
were on him real quick.
I thought about taking him in one of my deep dynasty leagues just to stash on the taxi squad
Yeah.
in hopes that maybe, not hopes, but if Fields got hurt, suddenly you got a guy.
He
Well,
could.
I had a
I
take.
mean,
I said by the end of the year, by either by ability or injury, Tyson Bagent is going to be the starting
he
quarterback.
could be.
I don't know about
I don't
ability.
know.
I don't think they'd give up on Fields that easy.
I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know.
But yeah, so sticking with Giants news real quick, I do want to. I'll save it because I'm going to rant. Bosa got a bag today.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
he
yeah.
did.
What was that? 5 years, 170.
70?
I think it was around there,
And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
122 guaranteed.
It's
So,
like 34 a year,
Yeah.
and then 25 a year
A
guaranteed.
lot of money.
I don't know how the 49ers are doing that.
They don't really have to pay anyone else. Purdy is
Fred Warner,
McCaffrey.
Kittle,
Yeah, but-
McCaffrey.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay Purdy.
Debo got a deal recently.
Yeah, Debo.
Well, you go in on these guys now
Trent
while
Williams?
Purdy's making.
Well, yeah,
nothing.
Purdy's making
Well,
nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, is he really going to be a guy that's going to be making $35 million a year?
Who knows?
They have to be paying Sam Darnold like something semi-decent, too.
Probably like 5-6 mil.
Yeah, it's probably not as much as we think.
Travis Kelce has a bone bruise, according to the Chiefs. Originally, it was
bruise?
called originally it was called a hyperextension,
Okay.
and a possible torn PCL.
I can't imagine he's going to play.
I doubt it.
Like,
If he does, he's going to be like a blocker, kind of a
like
decoy.
a decoy out there. They said they had to see like what the swelling was going to
Yeah.
do tomorrow morning.
I don't
so-
think he's going to play,
No, I don't think so either.
but I don't think it's going to keep him out too long.
Probably just this week, honestly.
Maybe next week.
Maybe two.
I'd say 2 weeks at the max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know that season's going to be long for them.
Well, they're
Yeah.
going to have that long rest period because they got Thursday night tomorrow.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But they're playing for the playoffs, so
Yeah.
they're not going to bust him out early. Cooper Kupp also injured officially,
This is
out for week one.
fantastic for your
He's on the IR, I think.
your.
I don't
fantasy
want
team.
to, everyone's been giving me so much shit about that team. It's not fair. Why don't we just give you the money now? It's a donation. Shut up. I have
You
Kelsey
never know.
and Kupp. And I don't want to hear you say, oh, but your other players are
Yeah,
good.
but you're acting like those two guys are like the only guys you have on your
Okay, so now Sam Laporte is my tight end.
he's a good drafter.
And
What can you say?
my receivers are A.J. Brown and Stephon Diggs.
and Calvin Ridley.
And who knows what Ridley's going to be?
For those that don't know, it's like a salary cap dynasty league.
I've been building this team. I earned this.
He
You ever
ate
see
a
that?
full stick of butter.
Barkley.
This was
You ever
earned.
see that freak out from the league where he loses in the championship and he loses his mind? Every year I run this goddamn league and I never fucking win. And I won last year, but no, I tied with you. And the only reason that it was a tie is because we all agreed that it's a tie.
Oh, dude.
Or if the games kept going, I would have absolutely lost.
That was like the worst. That happened in like all the leagues, right?
Yeah.
Everybody had to split the winner
I
pretty
think
much.
in the league I was in with you and Greg.
Yeah.
I
I'd
think we
split
had to
with
the
Barry,
winner.
I think.
Yeah, that's right.
I was in a
Terrible.
league. I was in a league where they gave the winner the projected points.
Wow.
But it wasn't like
I
it was.
hate
It was
projections.
close. Like it would have been like, okay,
know.
sure, he's going to win by 20.
Yeah.
But you can absolutely not hit those projections.
Oh yeah.
Like I just don't think a league should be handed to somebody who didn't actually put up those points.
You know what we should have done? We should have done in all those leagues. We should have rolled everything over into next year, and it was like
Week one?
double the pot, like
yeah.
for the next
That
season.
would have been
Or just do like a
If that
quick,
ever happens again, you just roll
keep
it
a
over.
list of the same guys you had
Yeah.
and just see what happens.
Just see what happens.
or just do a quick week one rematch.
yeah,
and
I wish
that's
you
the
could
real
do like
title.
one off, like 4 week, like
Yeah.
yeah,
That'd be pretty cool.
side ones.
That's a good
yeah.
idea. Mini seasons.
We're trademarking it.
Mini
Sorry.
seasons,
We need to get on that.
trademark.
Just like we had the Immaculate Gridiron.
Yep.
And then the whatever reference website, baseball, football, hockey,
Yeah.
they stole it. They bought it and they stole it. We had Gridiron first.
Jeez. We had
Kenny Galladay tried out with the Jets. I'm sure they're not
Okay.
going to sign him.
That's such a bad move by the Jets. I don't like the way that looks.
You know what that is? The guy probably hasn't sold his house in New Jersey.
No, he's probably
And
just
his
hanging
agent was
around.
like, "You want to try out?" And he was like, All right.
Well, he's getting paid. He's
Yeah.
getting paid by the Giants.
Yeah.
They're just hanging out.
So, whatever. What I did want to rant on, the Jihad Ward, Aaron Rodgers debacle.
Tiff.
Before I go off, do you guys have any words about it?
No, I think I kind of like that Jihad gave him a little pop because I think
He just
he just gave him
shoved him
he
a
just gave him
little bit.
pop, and then
Like, hey, I'm here.
here's the thing. Hard Knocks is always going to spin it to be like the side of the player they're like working with. You know what I mean? Jihad gave him a little pop. I mean, they're going to see each other later in the season. I didn't mind it. It was a baby shot, and Aaron
Well, hey,
Rodgers
how
like,
you
have
doing?
some respect. Like,
Hey, how you doing?
he's such a loser. Yeah.
The only thing is Hard Knocks. I mean, obviously they're not going to mention, the other part of the
Yeah.
story. But Rodgers and Cobb laughing about. Apparently, they were laughing about some guy being injured or something.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, and that's why Ward went after Rodgers.
Oh, that was
yeah.
Bobby McCain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He got a
hurt.
concussion out of that.
Yeah, and
Blindside
and
hit.
Cobb and Rodgers were laughing about it, and like making a joke out of it.
Oof.
So here's what happened.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
Yeah,
In the
Here we go.
preseason game, Cobb laid that blindside block on McCain. I believe it was a special teams play.
No, it
could've-
was,
it on offense?
Yeah, I think it was like a swing route. To
I
the
didn't have a
running
chance
back
to
or
watch the
something.
game. I just saw that play.
Yeah.
And I was told by a Jets fan friend of mine that it was a shoulder to the helmet. And he was like, I'd have to see it in slow-mo. So I slowed it down on my phone and zoomed in, and you could clearly see
It's a little bit of a
the helmet
shot.
come up under McCain's chin. Absolutely a dirty hit. They're
In
laughing.
today's league, yeah.
Yeah, they're laughing on the sideline about it, and I think they're mic'd up because it's Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
and you can hear Rodgers be like, "Yeah, it's not 2014 anymore. You can't do that." And they're joking around how he just gave a guy.
your game money.
Yeah, you just gave a guy a
that
concussion.
makes it even worse,
and-
like because he was yelling at Ward, like,
Yeah.
have some respect, dude.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I don't even know who you are. Do you not remember when Ward laid you on your ass last year?
Yeah, like what
You
are
don't remember
talking
that
about?
sack?
Yeah,
So Ward pushed Rodgers. Rodgers freaked out. I mean, Ward's going to battle for his guys. What I want to rant about is Hard Knocks this year. I think was one of the worst Hard Knocks I have ever seen.
Oh, you mean the Rogers Dixon?
The Jets hype video? Yes. That's all it was.
it's kind of embarrassing.
Like, Hard Knocks is usually pretty good about showing an inside view of the team, focusing on some fringe guys, which they did this year. But it really was just the Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, let's see how cringe Robert Saleh can be.
Oh, Robert Saleh is so bad. He's almost like a cheerleader that just sits off to the side and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, my
that's a
God.
good hit.
He's
Oh
so
look,
good.
they're fighting." Look
Reminds
at
me of Jason Garrett.
Yeah, but then
The clapping.
well, it's funny if you compare him to like Dable, and Dable's literally he's walking around
Yeah.
each position,
Coaching.
Yeah,
The problem
actually
is,
doing
like,
stuff.
Saleh was so like unauthentic.
Yes.
Like with like the excessive cursing in that speech, like
He kind of gives me Eric Adams vibes.
yeah, it's just like
He
a
doesn't
little,
really
like,
care about his job. He cares more about the celebrity of his job.
Yeah, it's just
I
Where
think
he's
he
more
was
happy to
weird.
be famous
Even,
than he is to be coaching the Jets.
even Mike Francesa, the Pope,
yeah.
even said Saleh's
the Pope.
not the guy.
Francesa and Frank the Tank are the same person. Francesa, it just doesn't lose his mind like Frank
Yeah.
does.
Yes.
They both say that and Francesa, of course, has been wrong. Frank has been wrong.
yeah. I mean,
But for the most part, they are right 90% of the time. Francesa called the Odell bullshit.
Yeah.
Day one. He was like, this guy's not going to work out in New York. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
And everyone called him racist because of it. He's like, it's not because he's black. It's because he acts like a maniac.
yeah, and he turned out to act like
Yeah.
a maniac. Also, too, the thing with Hard Knocks, which sucks this year, is that Saleh didn't want to show anybody being cut.
Yeah.
Which I get.
That's
It's-
the whole point.
But you want that you wanted to see like inside the NFL,
Yeah.
like, what these guys go through, because you can then like
Yep.
have empathy for like
yeah. You
those
want to
guys.
hear the
Like,
guy that got cut that you fell in love with
And you
being
see-
picked up by another team.
yeah, and you see the undrafted guy like
Yeah.
get on the team
But this Jets
yeah,
hype
it's
this
just-
year is, and like WFAN, I'm losing my mind.
yeah, like
because-
Roberts, that guy's
It's insane. I heard today on the radio. I think it was
poor Tiki's the only guy in that studio.
I
Like
know.
It's ridiculous.
being like,
I think it was Tierney. He goes on and he goes, I don't think I'm happy if the Jets are 4-2 after 6 weeks.
Oh my God,
What?
I don't think I'm happy. They have the best roster in the NFL.
no,
they
they
have
don't.
no.
And Lakata's
no,
like
they don't.
Lakata's saying to him like, no, they don't.
I don't think they have a top 10 roster.
I think they do. Their defense is very good.
Defense is pretty good.
First of all, the thing is their linebackers and D-line is
It's a
good.
lot of unproven.
Their corners, other than Sauce, are not that good.
Their
No.
offensive line does
Their
not
offensive
look
line
good
is
either.
Not that
dog
good.
shit.
There's question marks at the running backs.
Yeah, Hall's coming off a knee. Dalvin Cook's good, but
Yeah.
Jermaine Johnson could be good.
Yeah,
Will
like,
McDonald could be
Yeah.
good.
they're saying Will McDonald. Like already, they're like Will McDonald's going to be a productive NFL player. It's like, how do you know that?
How do you know that? Didn't he? He went to like Iowa State.
Yeah.
He was like
But he's I basically got a guarantee on WFAN today that the Jets are going to the AFC Championship game.
yeah.
And I was like, enough, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
but you know what? These are the same people that say the Giants are going to win 6-7 games. So they're
yeah.
Giants haters that are just excited. Mets and Jets fans, for the most part, Greg.
Yeah. No. I hear
This
you.
is nothing towards you with the Mets.
It's okay
When you guys have a good team, you don't know how to win.
because we've suffered.
I know. But for the most part, you guys lose your minds and you don't know how to take a breath.
I've
You
just got
ride
used
the
to it at
high
this point.
so high that when the team doesn't reach your expectations of they're going to be the best team in the league, you freak out.
and shut down.
Yeah. And then every year, the heartbreak, the pain, bro. And it's like, but everyone was telling you to hold your horses.
Everyone was saying the whole
Calm
year,
down a
like
second.
the
Yeah.
Scherzer Verlander thing is not going to work.
Yeah, like I think the Giants will be better this year. Am I expecting an NFC championship game appearance? No.
No.
Would I like to see a wild card run? Of course. That's what I want
I'm
to see.
expecting-
I expect the playoffs.
I don't expect the playoffs. I expect
No?
because our schedule's hard.
That's true.
I expect us. I expect us to be a wild card contender, depending on the teams in the division competing for the division.
I
want to see us be an 8 to 10 win team because I think 8 wins on this schedule means we're still a better team than we were last year.
I think the NFC East is back to being an absolute gauntlet where
Yep.
9 to 10 wins, maybe 11,
Yeah.
gets a couple teams out of
Yep.
the NFC East.
Eagles are
into
going
the
to win
playoffs.
11-12. Dallas is going to win 10-11. We might
Yeah.
win 10.
I
And
mean-
Washington, if Sam Howell's any good, their
Washington's
defense,
not going to
Yeah.
be that bad.
their defense and
They
their position
haven't
players
been.
are good. It's
They're
just
really
all
not.
on Sam Howell.
But yeah, people are like, "Oh, Washington's going to be a dumpster fire. They're in the Caleb Williams." I'm like, dude, I don't think so. I think they win 6 or 7 games.
Yeah.
Ron Rivera's
and
not
they
a
give
bad
people.
coach either.
They
No,
got
he's
good-
a great
They got
coach.
good
And
receivers.
there's 30 teams that would take Ron Rivera as their head coach if they had an opening.
But
Like,
I don't have these huge expectations because I know if I have them, like I hear some Giants fans, we're winning 12 games this year. We got
No, we're
Dable.
not.
Jones is going to step up. And it's like, no, he's
How
not.
many
First-
times-
The first
how many-
4 weeks are brutal.
We had the Cardinals and 3 of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
And then you could be like, the Cowboys aren't that good this year. It's okay, but they're still going to be a playoff team.
they're
Yeah.
still
Cardinals, and then
a
on
very
short,
good
short
roster.
rest, still on the West Coast. You're playing San Francisco.
We have, I think I looked at the schedule again today, 7 games that you could write up as like, okay, we should win that. Maybe 7. It's like the Cardinals, we should beat the Saints. We should beat the Raiders. We should beat the Packers. We should beat the Rams. We realistically should beat Washington twice.
Yes, we should.
And I think that's around 6 or 7.
And also, like, Jones has, like, Washington's number for
Yeah.
whatever odd reason.
Yeah,
but, like,
it's-
you don't know what the Cardinals are going to be. They could be super well coached for all we know, and the Giants are on the West Coast for 2 weeks.
I think we know what the Cardinals are going to be, Greg.
But you don't know.
I know, yes.
They
It's a
could-
trap game.
Trap game.
It's a
Like,
trap game.
I
Because
think if they go 500 in the division, they make the playoffs. How many? How many
500
games
in
you
the
play
division
Six?
means you're
6 division game.
500 in the division ideally means splitting with everyone, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Because
but think about how
500
they
in the
did-
division beating Washington twice means you get swept by one of Philly or Dallas.
What did they have? 1 win in the division last year. 1-4.
Yeah, because they
and
tied
1-4.
Washington.
That was it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're right.
I think
And then they made
progress.
the playoffs with what? 9 wins.
Yeah, 9
so
wins
yeah, you're right.
and
If
a
they had
tie.
just beaten Washington twice and maybe stolen one from Dallas,
Well, because if the NFC
That's an 11-win
South is
team.
dog shit again.
Yeah, progress for the Giants this year would be you beat Dallas on Sunday,
Yes.
finally in a primetime game. You're at home, and you are playing a meaningful game the first time you play the Eagles in Week 16.
I will be sold on this team if they beat Dallas and then smack the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And then I will be all in and say, okay, maybe we have something.
Yes.
Speaking of the Dallas game,
Let's do it.
Talk about
let's
it.
get into it.
What do we think this game plays out like? Greg, you were saying we might get some rain?
Might get some rain, but who knows?
Let me check.
They were saying like could be thunderstorms scattered, but
Yeah.
It's only Wednesday, so you know how this weather
It's just
system
so
goes,
humid, though.
It's nasty. It's supposed to
50%
cool
I'm
off.
chance.
in the
50%
city
chance.
I'm in the city overnight. It's like 85, and it's wet.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross.
It's 85 at 3 in the morning in New York City. It's disgusting.
It's awful.
Ew.
Awful. But I think as long as it's not torrential downpour, I don't think it affects like the game plan that much. So
I think rain benefits us
yes.
because Dallas's receivers,
They're
without
also
a
not
doubt,
used to
are
playing
good
outside.
Receivers. CeeDee
Yeah.
Lamb,
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks, Gallup, if he even gets half a step back
Gallup
from
is
what
a
he
giant
lost.
killer.
Yeah, he always scores on us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Yeah, he does.
I will
cover
tell
down.
you, whatever starting tight end that Dallas runs out this year, is it going to be Jake Ferguson?
I think
think
so.
so.
He's
I
going to
think
score a
that's what we
touchdown.
think.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say that.
Red zone touchdown
Yeah,
for Ferguson.
like
Book
5
that.
yards, right in the back of the end zone in front of the goal
What are the
post.
odds on that? What do we got?
Do we have a Jake Ferguson touchdown?
We'll get into that.
I think they're going to be on FanDuel. I'll check. FanDuel.
We'll
Someone
find it.
pull that up.
We'll post it on
Jamie,
Twitter.
pull that
We'll
up.
post it on
It's
Twitter.
probably down to like plus like 3,000. I probably
Oh, excuse me, X. We'll post it on X.
X. Yes.
My bad.
But yeah, I mean, I think rain benefits us because if it's
Yeah.
a
Little muggy
ground
weather.
game, it evens it out, really, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because then our rookie corners won't have to guard Lamb, Cooks, Gallup, even Noah Gray. They won't have to guard those guys all day. And not that I don't have faith in our corners, but to start off against Dak, who's I don't know what happened last year, but he's a decent quarterback.
Yeah. If he
with
was
CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks, Hawkins and Banks are in for a rude
be a
awakening.
good test for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. It'll be good to see how they fare against these
Yeah.
guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if early on Banks and Hawkins are kind of getting cooked by CeeDee, and they have to move a Dory on
Settle
him.
in a little bit.
Yeah.
I think so.
anytime touchdown score for Jake Ferguson is plus 330.
I would bet on that.
Plus 330. We'll
I'd throw $10 on that.
Pop
I'd
that
to
on-
see how
pop
this
that on
turf,
X for the
holds up
people.
in the rain
Yeah.
too, the new turf. I like to
Oh,
see
yeah.
how that goes.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's
I forgot
true.
about that.
But I think the line is going to be solid. It looks like we released the unofficial depth chart.
Yep.
Glowinski and Bredesen are the starting
Yep.
guards.
Left guard, right guard. Yep.
What interested me was that Izudu is the backup right guard,
Saw that.
and
Okay.
Lemieux's the backup center.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm glad JMS got the starting job. I mean, obviously, there's no way you couldn't start him unless he was abysmal.
He's just a better player.
Yeah. Neal is the linch point this year.
He's gonna have a test.
If he sucks, it's over.
Yeah.
The line's going to struggle all year.
Yep.
If he comes out and he plays like an average right guard or right tackle, I think we're in a good spot.
See, you already wanted to say he's a right guard.
Yeah.
How is
You
Thomas in
brainwashed
his-
Telling
me.
you.
How's what?
How is Thomas in his second year? Andrew Thomas.
In his
Is he
second
hurt?
year? Yeah, because he
started off
started off rough.
rough, but then he was
He was
really good.
By the end of the year, he was locked
Yeah.
down.
You were like, "Wow, we have something here."
Because
I'd
he
like to
missed
see
the
more of,
offseason.
like, growth.
Yeah.
From
Well-
I mean, obviously, you'd like to see that, but like more like noticeable each game.
You just don't want to see Neil doing the same stuff he did last year, like lunging and getting
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
completely.
Well, he
beat.
already looks different.
preseason,
He
His
does.
stance-
No,
his
he looks
stance is
way
different.
better.
But I'm thinking it's going to be like a solid Giants Dallas for the past couple years when it's been a good game, like a 31-28 kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
Not where, they beat us 34-17.
Yeah.
And we score 10 points in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
There's this stat that I saw on X that I think the Giants have lost like something like 7 straight to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
By like a
it's-
combined
it's
8
been at
points or
least-
something.
And the Cowboys have lost 12 straight away games in week 1.
Oh,
So
Oh,
it's
seriously.
So
it's a
something's
stoppable
gonna
force meets a movable object.
Yeah.
well, for like a decade, we played Dallas.
Yeah.
There was like no home and home. It was like
was
always
always
the
in
Giants
Dallas.
away.
Always
Always
I
the
will,
Giants
I'll
away.
never forget when we beat them opening that new stadium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Eli wrote on the wall.
Yep.
But I'm excited for the game. I think the team's going to bring the heat. Score predictions. Who wants to lead us off here? I mean, we could dive in a little bit.
I can start
Actually,
it.
we could
Wait,
actually.
no, I think we. Hold on. I think we have our score predictions pinned.
Oh yeah, we have.
Oh, true.
give me a
Picture
sec
somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah. So while that gets pulled up, I'm gonna, I think we need to see a lot from the blitz this week.
All right. Does everybody want to guess what their score predictions were, or you want me to just read them off?
You just read them
I
off.
have no idea.
All right. Ian, 33-27.
I was
Win
look at that.
Giants. Brian, 27-20 loss.
Yeah, I remember
Giants.
that.
Greg,
faith.
21-17 win Giants. Connor, you have to make a prediction now.
Oh, was I not?
You're on the clock.
No, you were still just
You were
normal
going-
intern.
Oh,
Normal
that's
intern.
right. So
No mic.
Over under is 46.5. I'm going to take that into account. I think it's going to be. 30-20 Giants.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Okay.
taking the over.
30-20 Giants. All right, I'm going to lock that in.
I really want to see the Giants put up 30.
I hope
points.
my prediction's wrong.
The last time we saw, besides that Colts game, didn't they put up 30 points when we went to that Colts game?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that
But,
was
like,
electric.
When was
Yeah,
the last time
that was
they
an
put
ass
up like
kicking.
25 plus points consistently?
2016 maybe.
The last few games of that season, like the Colts game. The
When
Eagles
Jones was running the ball.
True.
The Eagles
Yeah,
game was
yeah,
washed
it was a
'cause they
wash.
weren't playing anybody. But then the playoff game against Minnesota, they put up
Yeah,
30
that's true.
something.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see more of, like, if they can just show that they can do exactly what they did those last few games at the end of the year and bring that into
Yeah,
week
if you
one,
could
that
score
would be-
24 to 30 points a week and be a league average defense, you're already penciled in for 7-8 wins.
Like, I
Unpopular-
don't want
What?
to see them score 17 points.
Unpopular,
I'll be like,
unpopular opinion. If you win the coin toss, do you take the ball
No,
and try to
I
score
always,
quick?
I always defer.
I take the ball.
I take the ball
I
this
just see
year
Dable
Yeah.
getting aggressive
and just be like, let's
see this.
let's
offense,
drive one
ride.
down their throat and then
Let's
we're
go up
ready to rock.
7-0
Yep.
and get the defense out there hyped.
Go for a quick 2.
Yep. Ooh, pull a Doug
Oh,
Peterson.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But, I mean, pass rush has to be key.
Yep.
yeah.
Do we have an X factor for the game? One player that we think needs to step up and have a game for us to win.
Okay.
Other than the obvious Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
Young
Okereke.
Connor has somebody.
Okereke.
Okereke, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Wow,
Okereke.
like
That's
I
a
like
good
I
one.
like that pick.
He could shut down the run game on his own.
Let's go Leo.
Yes.
Because if Leo's
Ooh,
on,
I like Leo.
then obviously we're assuming that Dex is going to be his normal self, just
Yep.
blowing up the line. But if Leo can get in there and get a sack
Mm-hmm.
and maybe get some pressures as well, that's going to bode very well, especially for Ojolari and Tibbs.
I like
Yes.
When
it.
Dak starts throwing picks.
Yep.
I think I like Bellinger in the red zone.
I like it.
Big threat.
Too.
While they're watching Waller, I think I want to say McKinney. I think the young kids out on the outside are going to struggle a bit, and I think McKinney's got to be there to pick them up deep.
It's got to be a dog over the top.
Yep.
I like that.
You have to be the safety blanket. I would love to see.
I like to see Sterling Shepard get some
Yeah.
like clutch.
Yeah, it's going
Like
to be
First
catches
downs.
first downs.
Good to see
It's
him
gonna
get
be
some
interesting.
burn.
50 reception yards.
It's going to be
Take,
interesting to see what they're doing out wide. What this offense is going to look
Yeah,
like in the regular
It's going to
season.
be a lot.
Is
of
it going to be
shuffling.
kind of a West Coast, a lot of slants, a lot of curls, or are we going
I
to
think
really?
you're going to
Yeah.
see guys come on and off the field.
Yeah.
Because
Crazy.
Saquon's
Yep.
going to be out wide. Waller's
Yeah.
going to be out wide.
I really do think that there's a 50-50 shot. We run like a 4 wide receiver set to start the game, and just send Hyatt first
could
play of the
happen.
game. Take the ball and just chuck it to Hyatt.
Well, remember a couple years ago, the first play of the game for the Giants. I don't know if it was the first game of the year
Are you thinking
or
of the
their
Shep
first home
touchdown?
game. No, not last year, but the Slayton Jones
Yeah.
just threw a bomb to
Yep.
Slayton right out of the gate, and that place erupted.
But yeah, I'd send Hyatt just as fast as he can go, straight line down the field, and have Jones just chuck
And I
it.
started running.
Yeah.
Also, too,
electric.
we
Because
get
you
to
know what?
see-
If he catches that sets the tone for the game.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, somehow gets picked off way deep, it's basically like you lost a coin toss.
it's gonna be really cool to see Darren Waller as a Giant too.
Yeah, I can't
I think
wait.
Dallas
Like
is
he
gonna lock in
might
on him.
be. I don't want to over exaggerate, but one of the more talented players we've
Oh
ever
yeah,
had.
absolutely.
Like in the times we've been watching the Giants, like
Offensively, yes.
offensively, yes.
Yes. I think they're going to lock in on him, and I think it's going to open. Like, if you're betting on Waller this week to have over on receptions, I'm a little wary because I think the Cowboys are going to lock in on him,
Well, that would be
and I
smart.
think it's going. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to force guys like Paris Campbell and Slayton to have better days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see Waller having like 4 catches for like 45 yards.
Yeah.
And that's
both.
it.
I could see that.
But like
Yeah.
Slayton having like 120 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Because Waller's just getting locked up by a linebacker and the slot corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both teams have probably been, game planning for this
Yeah.
game, for a couple weeks now. Obviously way longer than you're going to prepare for any other
Yep.
team.
Oh yeah,
So-
they've been game planning for months.
I know. I remember I saw this earlier on X today too. It sounds so weird saying that every.
I'm not going to ever say X.
I know. It just sounds so much
Say
better
it
when I
correctly.
Twitter. But McCarthy was saying how just saying a bunch of stuff. How they've been preparing for the last few weeks for just the Giants game and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And how,
It's like,
I
yeah,
think it's gonna
no
be one
shit.
of those. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those games where those guys you expect to go off. I really don't think are gonna.
I
go
think
off, I
most
guess.
preseason offenses are kind of just assistants putting those plays together,
Yeah.
while the offensive coordinator really puts together the week 1 game plan.
It's literally all scripted plays.
Yeah.
Too, probably.
Yeah.
They're probably like, we're running
the
these
Giants only
15
had
plays. Yeah.
their first team out for what, one series?
One series.
Something like that, which was smart.
That's why
I
I'm so
also
excited.
thought it was hilarious that the Jets were like acting like they won the Super Bowl
Against
when
the
they
second
beat
string.
they beat our backups in preseason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron Rodgers throwing a fade to Garrett Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah,
real
against
cool. Yeah.
against who was that? Jamon Green or
Yeah, what a,
something.
Yeah.
I don't
what a
even know.
difficult throw.
Jahan
Yeah.
Ward is the best guy out there.
He really was.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, and they were
By
they
like
were-
a long shot.
and they were psyched about it. I will never understand the Jets, but I think we're kind of covered as far as the game preview goes.
Yeah. I think we're
Kind of
good.
gave a brief breakdown. I mean, it's tough to really talk too much about players when they haven't played yet.
Exactly.
So why don't we jump into our same game parlay?
Okay.
All right.
So if you're a bettor and you want to lose money, take this.
We are for you.
Yes. We're going to give you 4 quick same game parlays. I'm thinking the over-under and 2 touchdown scores.
Okay.
The 3 legs.
I like that.
All right.
I'll go first. I will take the over with a Brandon Cooks. Actually, I want over Jake Ferguson touchdown and a Daniel Jones rushing touchdown.
Ooh, okay.
You can still take it.
Okay. Well. All right. I'll go next. I also like the over. I never go the under. I don't like.
Never go the under.
Yeah, it's not as fun, unless it's like a complete snow game.
Yeah.
Could
Those
be.
are fun. Anyway, I'll take the over at 46.5 that we have here. And let's do it. Let's do a first touchdown. I'm gonna go. Mike, no.
Not CD Lamb?
No. We're gonna go Daniel Jones first touchdown.
Like it.
Rushing touchdown for DJ.
Yeah,
The first touchdown.
Plus
Yep.
1,200. Ooh.
yeah, and you know what? A Jalen Hyatt touchdown.
Any?
Ooh.
Anytime. I like that.
Okay. I'm going to go the over as well, 46.5. I'm going to go CD Lamb touchdown
Anytime.
anytime. And then I'm going to go first touchdown scorer, Darren Waller. Why not?
Nice.
Throw it out
I
there.
was debating between
Throw it out
him
there.
and TJ.
Connor, give us some yards in yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I was gonna ask if I could add another leg,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go. Do I have to take the over or under?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go over,
No choice.
and I'm gonna take. I mean, obviously, I'll take Giants +3. I don't even know if you could do.
We are
both
not doing
with
that yet.
though. Yeah, I'll
no,
take the
no
over.
spreads yet.
I like Brandon Cooks anytime touchdown,
Any cooks?
and I like Isaiah Hodgins anytime touchdown.
Anytime.
I
Ooh,
like that.
very
And
nice, very
you want
nice.
yards? Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
what
give us
kind
a
of
yards.
Doesn't
Give us
matter
some
what kind of
yads.
If you want a 4-legger,
I'm
listen to
going
Connor.
Very easy. Daniel Jones over 204.5.
I like
do
that.
Lock.
I feel like that's a lock. I don't see why he.
I mean,
wouldn't
they
pass
got
for 200.
Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore now too.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
feel like
but
the Barkley
205
receiving yards
yards.
is kind of a joke,
Yeah.
too.
That is pretty low though.
The Barkley receiving yards, like 20 yards. He's
I
definitely
was
gonna
looking
get
at
20
that too.
yards.
I think
Saquon's
he's going to get
gonna-
like.
He
30.
can
gonna-
bump,
he's
he
gonna
can
get
bump
at
off a
minimum.
one. Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
one catch.
Yeah.
It's been said like he's going to be in the passing game.
Yeah.
more.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, while we have these players on our mind, why don't we do fantasy?
Let's do it.
Let's do our
Why not?
in-game fantasy. We're going to pick 3 players each. I once again did it in random order, so we're officially starting random here.
Okay.
So, Greg, you have first pick.
Ooh. Okay.
Either team, whoever you want.
I'm gonna go.
Just can't be a quarterback.
Just 3 flexes.
Yep.
3 flexes. I'm gonna go Darren Waller.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm second. I'm taking Barkley.
You bitch.
Brian, you are third.
All right. CD Lamb.
Lamb.
CD.
And Connor, you get the wraparound.
I'll go Pollard.
You have to say
Then I'll
CD
go-
Lamb.
Then I'll go Slayton.
Slayton.
Ooh.
Brian, who do you got round 2?
Pollard was taken, right?
Yes, he was.
Let's go Hyatt.
Hyatt.
Banking on the
Like
touchdown
that?
there.
I'm going to take... Oh, Demo's calling me.
False alarm.
Yeah, I'm going to take... I took Barkley. I want... Oh, man. Give me Brandon Cooks.
Mm.
Ooh, very nice.
Greg?
I'm gonna go Paris Campbell.
Ooh.
I like that.
That was thinking about him, but I wanted to take a Dallas player.
Gotcha.
You get the wrap,
Okay.
Greg. Your last pick.
Was Gallup taken yet?
He was not.
I'll take him.
Oh, man. You're killing me.
I know it gets really.
You know what? Give me Jake Ferguson.
Nice.
I was gonna take him.
Oh, well.
All right. So Cooks was taken.
Yes, he was.
Um.
You got
Paris
Lamb.
Campbell was taken.
Yes. You got Lamb and Hyatt.
Lamb and Hyatt.
You going to diversify?
Not really.
Stick with another receiver?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's go Shep.
Ah, that's
Ooh,
a,
good call.
That's a steal. Connor, you're the last pick.
So I have
You got Pollard and Slayton.
I know it's so hard to remember. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Was Hodgins taken?
He was not.
Go Hodgins.
There you go.
That is a sneaky good pick late. All right, so I think we have our 4 teams set up. Greg, you have Waller, Campbell, and Gallup.
okay.
I have Barkley, Cooks, and Ferguson. Brian, you have Lamb, Hyatt, and Shep. Connor, you have Pollard, Slayton, and Hodgins. I think,
It's gonna be a good week.
yeah. That's pretty fairly matched, I think.
Well, I think my guys are actually going to play this time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you know they're gonna play. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one game we did the review for because we couldn't make a schedule together for the second
right,
episode recap, and that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you had what, 3 points, I think?
I think so.
Something like
I think
that.
Mingo got like a catch.
Yeah, one, for like 0 yards.
It was definitely exciting in the preseason.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Yeah, and Connor had that one 70-yard Hyatt touchdown.
Yeah.
That just boosted his
Gave me
points.
like 13 points.
Okay, so that's our fantasy. Perfect.
Fantasy football.
Oh, you remember that commercial? fantasy, football, The Mannings are great at commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys
best.
see
The
the
Manningcast one?
Manningcast one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the full thing on YouTube?
Yeah.
The 7-minute one?
Oh,
I didn't
now
watch
there's
the
7
full
minutes?
thing.
There's a
but-
7-minute one on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I guess I saw the reel.
Yeah, that one was great though. And I love that Brady's a good sport about them just picking on him.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't care at this point.
Did you see that clip of Brady being asked if the league is scripted?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, if the league was scripted, do you think I would really allow myself to lose to Peyton's little brother twice?
Yeah. Also, do you think Goodell is letting Brady win 7 Super Bowls?
I mean, if you're going to script it for anyone, script it for Brady.
Would be good.
80 for Brady.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do our league pick'em. We have 1 game from each time slot for the week. We'll do it in the same order we did our fantasy draft. So we have Lions, Chiefs. Chiefs are 4.5-point favorites. Greg,
Love
give
that.
us your pick.
Lions, Chiefs.
All right. Lions, Chiefs. I like.
Is that the latest one with the Kelsey news?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got Lions plus 4.5 or Chiefs minus 4.5?
I'm gonna go the Lions plus 4.5.
Okay.
I like that.
I think I like that.
Are we just doing spread here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how the officials do it
All right.
on real shows.
All right.
That's how Musburger did it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take Chiefs minus 4.5.
Okay.
Oh, they're 4.5.
Yeah.
This is 5.5 on FanDuel.
Ooh,
Oh,
got a
I just
conflict.
looked at the ESPN.
We're going off this.
If
Yeah,
FanDuel's
CBS
officially
was
5.5.
too.
I got my site has 4.5.
Okay.
You on DraftKings?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go 4.5.
Yeah, I'll go to DraftKings.
Brian, what do we got?
Give me Lions plus 4.5.
Lions?
Yeah, I think Gibbs is going to be used pretty well.
Yeah,
I'm on
that'll be
Raw.
exciting for him
You can do
to
any
get
line
some
for
play.
this, like-
I think Mahomes is just too good to not take them.
It's a
4.5.
it's a coin
I
flip.
mean, 5
like-
points, you're talking 33-28.
They don't have much in receivers now.
Yeah, but 33
Yeah, but
to
Mahomes
28.
can make-
Like
I
that's
know.
not
I know.
that crazy. And Detroit's defense isn't good. They're not going to go from one of the worst in the league to one of a decent enough defense to stop Kansas City.
Maybe they surprise.
Yeah, but I think it
I
makes a
don't know.
difference if Kelsey plays or not.
Yeah, we'll see how
It
big of an
does.
impact
It does.
Kelsey.
Because if Kelsey plays, I'm
plays.
taking the under.
If he plays, you're taking the under?
I mean, doesn't play. Doesn't
Oh.
play. Doesn't play.
Connor's also pushing the line to 5.5.
Yeah.
We shouldn't.
needs more
I guess
points.
we'll include the over under next week.
Yeah,
But
two
for this
over
one,
under.
we're just doing spread.
Just doing spreads?
Yeah.
All right.
So you got 4.5.
Yeah, I like the Lions to cover.
Okay, I'm the only one taking Kansas City. Plus 4.5.
And then we're just doing 1 o'clock and we're doing time slots now.
Yeah, so I picked Bengals Browns in the 1 o'clock game.
I like
Love
this
that.
matchup.
This is Cincinnati minus 2.5. So you're looking Deshaun Watson, full season in the offense. Bengals with a hobbled Burrow. Who
I-
knows?
I,
Could this be the Browns' year?
I like Watson and the Browns plus 2.5 there.
Okay. I also like the Browns plus 2.5.
Is Burrow worried about his extension a little bit? Could
I
be.
doubt it.
Could be.
I like the Bengals minus 2.5.
All
I
right.
Okay.
still think Joe Burrow gets. They got so many weapons.
Yeah, he's a savage.
Yeah.
He's
They
a
got
Yeah.
so many weapons. I don't think Cleveland's going to be able to keep up with it. Do I think it's within one score? Probably, but I do like them minus 2.5.
I think Elijah Moore is going to be sneaky good this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to use him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I forgot about that.
They're going to use him as like that Debo weapon now.
Mm-hmm.
That the
He's-
Niners,
he's
that the
super
Niners kind of
athletic.
pioneered.
Yeah.
So I like him a lot this year in fantasy leagues and everything. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I haven't been able to get him because every time I wait for him, he gets taken right before.
Yeah, you
but
just get snagged.
yeah. So I think Elijah Moore is going to be kind of a game breaker for them.
I was going to take him in our Dynasty League if I didn't take Hyatt as my last pick.
Yeah. Is Moore still out there?
don't
I'm
know.
not sure now.
Well,
You
if
can
he
look
isn't,
after.
if he isn't putting a bid on him, Connor.
All right, so I'm going to choose a different game.
2.5.
I like. See, this is tough because I hate like trying to predict how it's going to go on week one because it's just so hard.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I remember
brutal.
when the Lions were like dog shit a couple of years ago. They almost beat the Niners,
Yep.
Yep.
and it was like a
Yeah. Week
high-scoring
one's
game.
impossible to predict.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 7.
Okay. Well, they're not playing. So
We're
1
doing.
o'clock?
we pick Bengals Browns.
Yeah.
Picking one game.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's how
God.
pick'ems work.
Well, no, I mean
Just
no,
the one game we're
picking is kinda
highlighting.
like
You don't get to
games.
pick the game. I pick the game, and you give me your analysis.
Bonus.
Fine, I'll take
Bonus
the,
from Connor.
I'll take the Bengals minus 2.5.
Don't sound so enthusiastic.
Yeah, I mean I don't like the game.
Okay, that's nice. So it makes it harder for you to pick.
That's exactly.
So the 4 o'clock game, Eagles Patriots. Is this one acceptable to you?
Well, I guess so. I didn't know we were doing it like this.
Eagles Patriots for Philly minus 4.
It's interesting. I don't know.
Pain.
4 is a weird number.
Pains me, but I guess I got to go Philly minus 4.
Yeah.
I changed my tune from before.
Mm-hmm. So I am taking the Pats to cover here.
Oh.
I think with Bill O'Brien running the offense and not Joe Judge and
that's
Matt
right.
Patricia,
Yeah.
they will keep it close. Their defense is obviously one of the best in the league. The Eagles lost a lot of guys.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots also have, Juju. They still have Hunter Henry. They have a couple other receivers. They have Ramondre Stevenson.
They got Gesicki now too.
Yes. So I think New England is kind of flying under the radar. They're not going to be world beaters, but I think a week 1 upset is definitely possible.
Could see it. I wonder where Joe Judge's office is now. He went from
Probably at some high school gym.
special teams to the coach of the New York Giants, the offensive coordinator, to now an offensive assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably just with a bunch of college kids. Like
I don't think he
interns.
has an offense or office.
He's just
Oh my god.
the intern.
Just
They put
yeah.
him at the table, at the lunch table.
Just a cube in the corner of the gym.
So I have Eagles -4. Their offense, I think, is
Yeah.
still gonna it's gonna roll. They got too many weapons there. I don't think the Pats are gonna be able to stop that.
What an incredible Buffalo Wild Wings commercial, though.
Yeah.
Did anybody catch that?
Yeah, I didn't see
It
it.
was
I
awesome.
don't know what they were saying, but
Yeah.
the buffalo walking through the restaurant with the
That was
wings.
amazing.
Great.
But that pick is also a preview into what I have for the weekend.
Oh,
Like it.
okay. Go on.
Do you want me to give it after we do?
Oh,
all the
you're
picks
doing
here?
your whole thing. Yeah, yeah. We have a new segment, but yeah, we'll do it later. Connor, come on.
I like the Patriots.
You like the +4?
Yeah.
Any reason, or did I convince you just now?
No, I like their defense. It's always been pretty good.
And he hates the
They
Eagles.
drafted that guy from Oregon, right?
Oh, Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
been
right. They
pretty
did.
Solid.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then they have another guy. Well, I know they have Duggar at safety, who's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Judon, who's good.
Mhm.
They have a bunch of guys. So
Mhm.
I think
They have a good running back, too. What's his
Yeah,
name? Stevenson?
Stevenson
Yeah.
and Zeke. I mean, I think
I think Zeke will be great for them in short yardage.
I think
Oh, yeah.
Belichick can cook something up for a good game
He
plan.
could.
He's been
defensively,
cooking for
where you keep
years.
it close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, their worst record of the past couple of years was what, 7-9?
Yeah, I feel like they'll be able to keep it within 3.
Yeah.
I could see it.
He could also probably outfox Sirianni in a heartbeat.
yeah.
I don't
Like,
think Sirianni is a good coach.
Well, I've been
it'll be interesting to see what he's like without the coordinators.
I was talking
Yeah.
to my friend about this. He was saying like Sirianni, like whenever he's called plays, the offense is not nearly. Been
Yeah,
as
he gave it
good.
up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not great, the numbers.
So Sunday night football, Giants Dallas, at Dallas -3.5.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Greg,
I think I like the Giants +3.5.
I agree for all the reasons we listed earlier.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I need to repeat them. I think
No.
they're.
This one was going to be quick because we already talked about the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brian,
I'm gonna go against my score prediction because we did that 3 months ago.
something like that.
So I'm going Giants +3.5. I think
Okay.
I think it's
Perfect.
within a field goal this game.
All right, Connor.
Yeah, take the Giants and everything. +3.5.
The whole year.
Do it all. Everything. Giants lock.
So that's our first
Borderline.
unanimous pick.
Oh, a mortal lock by young Connor.
That's our first unanimous pick. We have no bias, so that was just happenstance.
Yeah.
That we picked
Yeah.
the Giants. to
Also,
win.
a new addition to the segment has been born. Everybody gets a mortal lock. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, mortal lock.
I have none this week.
No, you only use one mortal lock a year.
Yeah.
Connor
Week
just used
one.
I
his.
have
Yeah.
game of the year, game of the week.
Connor gets another one because you didn't know it existed. But now,
Cashing in.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Monday night game, Jets Bills, Buffalo -2.5.
-2.5.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I think
At
Buffalo.
MetLife?
I
in
believe
Buffalo. I absolutely love
see.
Buffalo in that game.
Yeah?
I want to
Yeah.
check where it is first.
It's got to be in Buffalo.
It's in Buffalo.
If
There's no
Giants
way
are
they're having
trying
2
to
back-to-backs.
I mean, they can turn it around.
They definitely could do back to back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The
Oh wait, it is.
The Jets
Yeah, it
are
is.
home.
Yeah. you're
What?
right. I do remember. Yeah,
So
I remember
Buffalo
talking to my
is-
friends
Oh,
about that.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Jets
you're
are
right.
dogs at home.
So Jets are technically a half-point favorite in a neutral site.
I still like Buffalo.
Gets the automatic 3 at home.
Buffalo's not home.
Oh, right. So
Yeah, they're MetLife.
so they have Buffalo really 5.5-point favorites here on neutral ground.
I like Buffalo.
-2.5.
I like Buffalo.
Yeah. I think just out of spite and the fact that I'm going to be the world's biggest Jets hater this season, I'm taking Buffalo -2.5. If the Jets screw me, it is what it is. But I'm tired of the hype.
I'm taking Jets +2.5. I think
Ooh,
they're gonna
Brian.
they're gonna upset them. I think the Jets are winning this game, and you're not going to hear the end of it by the Jets
Yep.
fans.
Yep.
Season's over. Why do we trade for Rodgers? What's
It's
the point if
over.
we can't beat the Bills?
Tuesday morning, if they lose, is going to be
Either way, whatever the outcome,
Hilarious.
it's going to be. Oh my
It's
god!
going to be that, or it's going to be like, well, we lost because of a call.
yeah.
Early on in this offseason, I didn't have anything against them. But as this whole cockiness and everything kept going on, I've just grown to not. I'm actively rooting against the Jets this year.
Also, too,
And I don't think I've ever actively rooted against the Jets.
But you look. Hold on. You go back to Green Bay when Rodgers had Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones.
Mm-hmm.
This is comparable to the type of weapons he had.
He never had that defense, though.
I
And
mean,
admittedly,
it was
the Jets' defense is very good.
Yeah.
Rodgers has never had this kind of defense on the other side of the ball.
2011 or 2010.
yeah.
Even
maybe.
then,
It
though.
was, it was 10, right?
But it's unbelievable the difference between how much a media market makes a difference because for years you heard from like the big time reporters like ESPN, Fox, like, all right, Rodgers is a little arrogant, but
Yep.
like we were kind of removed from it because Green
Yeah.
Bay was able to muffle it.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes to the city,
And you see
like
him on
they
Hard
love that
Knocks.
right away.
Yeah.
That's great right away. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that all works out. But
And Connor, your Jets, Bills, spread.
yeah, I'm taking the Jets.
Are you?
I can totally see, Tuesday morning, NFL Network, all these networks being like, are the
Jets are winning the Super Bowl.
the Jets going to
And
win.
it's going to be like, is Josh Allen done?
It's going to
He's
be
gonna throw like one.
Yeah,
pick.
it's going to be the Tuesday after Week 1, and you're going to see Jets Chiefs AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Like-
has Josh Allen faded out?
Yeah, Is Josh Allen not good?
Is he
Is
done?
he a franchise quarterback?
Yeah, it's the narratives that come out of New York sports are awful,
It's something.
and I cannot wait to see how this Jets season plays out. And I hope to God they're terrible.
I'm interested to see what happens if or when the Jets ever struggle. How Rodgers is going to respond to it.
He's going to do what he always does and bitch and moan that it's not his fault. Because he goes out there and throws 300 yards in one pick because he makes the safe throws all day.
It's true. He does.
The dude
He
does not
doesn't
make
like
risky
throw
throws.
picks.
He'll run around in the backfield and chuck it up to the most open receiver, which, yeah, obviously you should do. But, like, Eli won 2 Super Bowls off the back of, like, shit, that dude's 40 yards downfield, has
just
2
gonna
guys on him.
whip
I'm
it,
going to
yeah.
I'm going to throw it in a basket.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
And then, yeah, he got picked off, but,
Yeah.
that's why you have been one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Rodgers, and you needed one of the best defenses in your franchise's history to win a Super Bowl.
Yep. Exactly.
So
Pretty
let's
good take.
segue into the last segment here.
The Brian's
Brian's bets.
Brian's
bets.
Did you think of that the whole episode?
Yeah, yeah. All right, so I think every week I'm going to come out with a little parlay that I like.
Love
This is not gambling advice.
It's not.
No, not
It's
Do not
gambling
listen to Brian. He's a bad gambler.
But if we do want to sponsor, somebody pick us up.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
My parlays never work, but
Yeah.
this is what I chose anyway. So I like Washington -7 against the Cardinals.
Okay.
The
love
Cardinals
it.
are
Love
gonna
that
be
actually.
Trash.
I second that.
And the Washington's defense, they're gonna eat.
Yes.
So I like them -7. Eagles -4 against the Pats,
Okay.
and I already explained all my reasons why. And then this one could be a fun game. Jags Colts.
Jaguars. If I can place a custom bet on that, I'm going Jags -9.5.
Could be a little bit of a trap game for them.
I took the over 45.5. I'm hoping
Okay,
for a
I like that.
good shootout.
I think
Yeah.
it'll be like 28-7.
Think so?
Yeah.
Do you think Richardson
see-
struggles that much?
You
Yes.
can either see him
Yeah.
struggling or just lighting it up.
Yeah, it's going to be either way, but I'm hoping for something exciting.
Yeah, I think the
And-
Colts are going to get the number 1 pick.
I can see that. If they get the number 1 pick, they should trade out.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be a hard no from Caleb.
Great
Williams.
analysis, Connor.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to bring that up.
He's gonna be like,
that
"No."
Caleb's dad was like, he may not come out if, the number 1 pick isn't-
Situation's not right.
Yeah, which is basically my son's not playing for the fucking Cardinals. That's basically what that said.
I'll be honest with you. If there's one good thing about the NIL, like kids are not going to be afraid
Yeah.
to be like, you know what, I'll hang
I'll stay
around
another
for another
year.
year.
Yeah.
Like,
They're still getting paid.
still getting paid.
Yeah, they're
like,
willing
good
to risk
majority
it.
of
college football is going to be probably the best from that standpoint it's ever been.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But it's already looking good because look at the parity that's already shown up
Dude,
around.
look how
around
many
the
good quarterbacks
league.
there are. Like
Yeah,
Deion Sanders kid, like he looked great on Saturday. I know he threw like a lot of swing passes, but you know.
And there was a guy John kept mentioning. I can't remember his name. He only mentioned them every 20 minutes. Remember that? Not
I
even
do.
20 minutes,
Yeah,
every 10 minutes.
I'm trying to remember exactly who
Travis
he was talking
Hunter.
about. Oh, yeah, the
yeah.
corner, the corner.
the
Yeah,
two-way
yeah,
player
yeah,
from
yeah.
Oh my
Colorado.
God! Every,
yeah,
I thought you were talking QB.
every
Yeah.
5 minutes. Travis
Yeah.
Hunter. Travis Hunter.
I know.
yeah. Place your Heisman bets on Travis Hunter. It's like, yeah, he's the number one recruit in the nation for a reason.
In 3 years or something, whenever he's in the NFL, I can
He
already
also-
see the Otani Hunter comparison.
He also.
I don't know if he'll be
bet-
allowed to play two ways in the NFL. I don't think the NFL
I
would
don't
let
know.
him.
They let Dion do it.
He also placed a bet
Deion
after
didn't really
Colorado
play
scored
receiver,
that
though.
first touchdown.
I know,
for
he
them to
betrayed
win
us.
Pac-12.
Yeah.
After one
And then he
drive.
betrayed us on the points.
I know.
Yeah,
I
place
know.
your Colorado futures.
Well, Greg and I had a parlay for the day.
We
we're
said
gonna do this as a team because
We're going to do this as a team. As we walked in that suite, we said, we're riding as a team. We're going down with whatever bet. Next thing you
Greg
know,
and I did it.
Next thing you know, I hear John's like, yeah, I hedged that bet. I'm like,
Yeah, I bought down the points.
He
Yeah.
jinxed it.
Yeah.
shame.
Jinxed it.
Shout out, John.
But all right, that seems like an episode. We got some good Brian's bets in.
Mhm.
Our new segment. We'll do that every week. We got our predictions for the game, our little breakdown. We'll
Yep.
do a lot more breaking down after the game when the game is played and we can actually break it down.
Yeah.
But that's an episode, I think.
Go
our
Giants.
First regular season episode.
Yep.
Go Giants. Beat Dallas. Start 1-0 and let's make the playoffs.
Let's make the playoffs.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.